Space-time portal coming into view. Wisdom returning, knowing the truth. A portal from heaven opening to earth. Codes long forgotten, ready to burn. I'm here to believe. AKURIA mate. AKURIA mate. AKURIA mate. Heaven to earth. AKURIA mate. AKURIA mate. Heaven to earth.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? So, we're living interesting times, okay? Artemis II is flying around the moon today. Tomorrow, they're going to start heading back home. And what they're finding there, well, hear it from yourself. And I want people to understand that in this area, that they saw these lines and dots, okay, whatever they're talking about. I'm going to show you right now what they said. That's the area where these people live, okay? I just want to put it out there. These people live in that area. And they're finding a lot of weird structures. Yeah, tower-like mountains. On different parts of the moon. I'm going to show you here, but let me show you what NASA, is talking about now. The astronauts, what they are observing. Look what he just said. Ready? Look.
On some of the ridges on the interior of the rings of Oriental. Also, an interesting part of the discussion that I heard between Reed and Jeremy is that from Glushko to Grimaldi, there are two dark features there that look like commas, but in the wrong direction. But there's also a lot of interestingness, just a lot of geometry and squiggles and dots and lines that are starting to stand out as more small features come into view. And there also is a lot of variation in albedo. In some of those, the two dark features, for example, have on the southern edge of the larger one, the one that's further to the south, there's a very dark, the one albedo, like the southern and western part of Grimaldi. And the one to the north, closer to Glushko, is also that same dark albedo. And then around them there are some very high albedo spots just to the north of the lower.
And what is interesting about this, that these locations that they're mapping and that they are observing, I know that we want to see more, but this mission is, I think, to open the eyes of other people that, yes, we have things up there that we can't explain. We got ancient ruins on the moon. We got ships on the moon that they can't explain, and they're probably going to show it, those pictures. If not, there's going to be another type of disclosure that probably the administration is going to come out and says, hey, this is what we found, and this is what's happening, and, this disclosure of certain things. And I know we have other soldiers out there, okay, on certain parts of the moon, okay, and they know that. We have soldiers on certain parts of our solar system. They're working out there right now, and I salute them as well. And also the Artemis II crew, I salute you guys by doing this mission as well, to show people on, old school rockets how the moon looks like. You know, I think, it's been 66 years that regular humans haven't seen this part. You know, we see them every other month or every other 2 or 3 weeks. You know, they go on certain missions that they have to pass by the moon, but when we pass the moon, guys, when we pass the moon with these technologies, like the TR-3B looking ships or the saucer size ship, it's like we pass the moon. Okay, you don't have time for observation. You just pass the moon, like, whew, you know, it's fast like that. Okay, and you know, I can understand that. Depending of how disclosure happens, that's how we're gonna explain certain technologies and what technologies we have been using. For example, look what Trump just said today in the press conference. Look what he just said about technology, about how we can destroy 101 warheads. Look what he just said.
Who the hell knows? I called the general. He didn't even want him. He said, we don't really need him. We got the SS Abraham Lincoln, sir. We don't need them. Do you know, we have, in terms of technology, we had one day 101 missiles going at 2,700 miles an hour aimed at the Abraham Lincoln. 101 missiles. Out of 101 missiles, 101 missiles were shot down. Unbelievable technology. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I don't know if that would have been possible. But 10 years ago, that wouldn't have been possible. 101 missiles heading to a ship that's not that far off the coast. And out of the 101 missiles, we shot down all 101. We have weaponry. The Patriots are unbelievable. We have weaponry that's unbelievable, yeah.
Certain technologies like that, you know, that we have. You know, we have these laser technologies, we have these other technologies that, you know, fly around and can do a lot of damage, okay? All right? That they fly around and they can go and manipulate space and time and take things out, you know? So there's a lot of things going on. You know, this is going to be, you know, I'm going to do a backup video of this, but of how all this is connecting. You know, if you look at different sources, and I say things because I got good sources, and I've been through these experience, interacting with ETs, interacting with different technologies, artifacts, and I know people that are still on doing this, and sometimes I get called back to experience certain technologies or experience certain types of missions. You know, I do get called back. So, and I want people to understand that I just only want to bring love to this community, the love frequency, and make sure that everybody is in the same page, okay? Love is what it is. That's the best frequency we can roll on. And I don't want people saying that, oh, you're bashing this person. You're bashing. If I say something, if I have information that people are telling me and information that I've been through, I'm going to say it how it is. And I don't want people thinking that I'm trying, oh, JP's trying. No, I'm not. Okay? All I want to bring is love, disclosure. We are connected. And people, that's what we want. We want the good people to win, the white hats. We want good people to win. We want everybody to be connected. Everybody to share these beautiful technologies, to share a Star Trek future, that we can travel to the moon, we can travel to Mars, we can travel to Jupiter, we can have all these technologies, have our ages go backwards, live longer life, see our great grandchildren's growing up. That's what we want. The med beds to roll out, a lot of technology that can better us to travel. We can go have a cruise Imagine having a cruise like the Artemis II around the moon, swinging back and landing on Earth. And on this cruise, we have like hotels, we have a lot of things that we can be human. Like if we were on a cruise. Don't you want that? I want that for humanity. I want us to live like we're supposed to live, not on the pause state. Okay? Make sure you keep your head on a swivel, keep your faith up, keep your love vibration up, and connect with the right people. All right? Don't connect with negative people. You're not going to get nowhere like that. You know, surround yourself with right-minded people, with love frequency, people that don't talk about certain things that are negative. Okay? Much love to you all. This is a quick video, but I'm just coming on here saying that there's going to be more to this. There's going to be more that comes out of this mission, and there's going to be more that comes out on disclosure on certain types of technologies when the time is right. Okay? A lot of things popping up around the world. Okay? And I believe it's because of the certain stargates that we found. So let's stay connected. Okay? AKURIA Mate. Quick video. Much love. Write in your comments what you think about the moon mission. Write on your comments what you think about the technologies that are going to come out. I'll read them. I'll read your comments and all that. And, you know, let's just bring the love for this. I love you guys. JP out.
Heaven to earth. AKURIA Mate. The first time it happened, Atlantic space art, Aztec team down there caught wind of the spark. The joy in their hearts turned into song and to dance. The world as we know it, about to advance. AKURIA